Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. I'm Aki Marceau, a third-year Emerging Leaders Program Fellow and also a participant in the Tomodachi Mitsui Leadership Program. I'm a Transportation Planning Manager at the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation, which is the agency responsible for designing, constructing, and operating a 20-mile, 21-station, fully automated train in Honolulu. It'll be ready in 2021, so please come visit. In addition to plugging me into a network of highly accomplished people, the US-Japan Council has provided me with a legitimate excuse to geek out on transportation innovations in Japan and urban development. And for the record, I'm still glowing from my conversation and photo op with the US Department of Transportation Secretary Anthony Fox. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak on behalf of the Tomodachi Emerging Leaders, or ELP program. Each year, ELP brings together between 10 and 12 leaders across the country who share a cultural bond as Japanese Americans and have demonstrated commitment within their professional fields to innovate, elevate, and transform. I'd like to thank the generous donations from our sponsors, Itoen, Island Insurance, Ms. Yoko Makino, the Tsuha Foundation, Colbert Matsumoto, the Tokkyu Foundation, and Mr. Marcus Ogawa. I'd also like to thank Irene Inoue, Suzanne Basala, and Kaz Maniwa, who are both sponsors and organizers, and US-Japan Council staff for the long nights and tireless efforts required to provide us with this opportunity. As we navigate through this globalizing and rapidly changing world, we carry with us a legacy of trailblazers. Trailblazers like the late Senator Inoue, who rose to the highest ranks of political leadership and fought amongst his Japanese American brothers despite others challenging the sincerity or validity of their American national identity. Trailblazers like James Higa, who completely transformed the music industry by changing the way people interact with albums and songs through a little platform called iTunes. Trailblazers like Royanne Doi, who exerts a global reach and leads from one of the highest ranks of one of the largest insurance companies in the world. And as a woman, I respect her even more because I know how hard it is to navigate in a largely male-dominated professional field. As Mr. Tak Ninami highlighted yesterday, innovation and leadership come from a diversity of ideas and a willingness to be different. My ELP peers are taking the strong foundation developed by those who came before us, and yes, I'm talking about you, and we are innovating, experimenting, and admittedly, sometimes disrupting in order to change and improve the status quo. Amongst my ELP peers are an entrepreneur who took a family business and transformed it to expand the global reach of a little carbohydrate that Japanese and Japanese Americans know and love, the ramen noodle. We have a naval lieutenant who served as a first responder immediately after the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. The accomplishments of the most recent ELP class certainly elevate the status of us alums. And they include a political leader who quickly gained recognition through her devotion to public service to become the youngest member of the City and County of Honolulu cabinet. And while our name, Emerging Leader, indicates that we are still developing, I would suggest that our achievements show that we have emerged and are now instead evolving. Thank you. Yoroshiku onegai itashimasu.
Thank you very much, Aki. Thank you so much.